What's up, fellow lords of gaming, and welcome back to the channel. So we're diving back into Dragon's Dogma and making our way to Melve.
Seems the village yet reels from the dragon's assault.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support.
It's still funny to me how the pawns just come up to you and just like, yo, at your service. They're like serious about it too.
This isn't the way to our destination, but I presume you've a new one in mind. Lead on.
Perhaps the Arisen has recalled some more pressing business. Fret not.
Hail! You a soldier? 'Twould be a surprise to see you arrive in one piece if not. Hordes of monsters have been plaguing this area of late. We've had to start sending out new recruits to cull them.
Is that so? Who went yonder?
Lachlan. But I dare say he'll fare all right.
Aye, I expect he will. Who was sent out that way then?
Ricardo. To be honest, sir, I'm a little worried for him.
What? Weren't harpies reported in that area? The lad can't handle those beasts on his own.
This is the first I'm hearing of it. Fine. I want to go to his aid, but we can't just abandon our post. Say, you seem stout of heart. Would you be willing to go in our stead? 'Tisn't far, only a short ways out from the main gate. You've my thanks. And Ricardo's as well, I'm sure.
So this is one of the things I think we're going to have to be mindful of as we pick up quests. And then like, I usually like to just screen out through maps.
We must fly to the aid of those in need.
Is essentially just that, right? Is that choosing to not do a quest or pick up quest or go into an area is going to affect that area and screw you basically for all intents and purposes.
In need of our aid.
Yeah, I heard.
You would be so kind as to follow me. I shall take you to the
Oh shit.
Well, now, isn't this lucky? Someone who knows it well. We may have underestimated this foe. Time to heal up. Hold just a moment.
I'm a little confused how these motherfuckers are sitting out here out the gate like that.
Oh, we prevailed by the skin of our teeth.
We ought to consider this a lesson. This is what befalls one who lets down their guard.
Let's go make our way to Ricardo. What's that? Harpies? Get up, dude.
Sleep.
Oh, you put me to sleep.
I'll turn you into a pincushion. Nicely done. There's nothing of it. Splendid. The creature's talents are useless while it's finished. Pray, make full use of this opportunity to bell it.
So you can see why it's like you got to get a good party who can like help you out, because without having a mage and a we run into harpies and you're kind of screwed. Where's this dude Ricardo at?
We've
Oh, there you go.
arrived. Just
Is that all of them? Yeah, you have my thanks. I do not believe for a moment I could have slain those creatures without your help. I've only just enlisted, and when I thought this could be the end of me, I was You saved me this time, but I won't always be so fortunate. I'll have to train harder, till I have the confidence to face such beasts on my own. Well, I'd best be heading back, but I'll be sure to let my superiors know of your good deed. I hope we meet again someday.
We'd best report back. This is for you, Master. I thought it might come in useful. There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
We could pick some now and use them when the need arises.
Indeed. It's good to do stuff like this as well, like because of the fact that your pawn will get rented and have a certain level of knowledge, and so it's kind of good to have that stuff in there.
Useful things, these.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
Hail, friend. Many thanks for aiding Ricardo. 'Twas a relief to see him return, and none the worse for wear.
Aye, that it was. The poor sod might not have made it back alive had you not intervened.
'Twas a bit too early for him to be seeing actual combat. That much was made well clear. We'll be extending his training period. The instructors here are well known for whipping recruits into shape.
Speaking of training regimes, I must admit I've half a mind to ask you to join us. We could use someone with your experience.
Leveling up fairly quickly here to begin with. But you notice that it's not like Corbin and Hazel seem to be leveling up. Okay, so the other thing is you're going to end up with these items, and you can see that like there's going to be food items, scrags of beast items, and these things will help like recover your health, but they're only going to recover your health ever so slightly. Don't feel like you need to hold on to some of these items either, because from what I remember in Dragon's Dogma 1, like you can keep greenware in your inventory, for instance, right? Because that thing's going to just stay there. It won't spoil or anything. But items like you can see here, like the Harspud, for instance, is ripened. And you can see that there's a Harspud here that isn't ripened. And then you can see it's like a Princess Harspud over here. And these things will ripen. They will stay the same, and then they will spoil. So it'll be like, you know, you have a bit of meat, for instance, that just ain't going to help you anymore because it's just like old meat.
a visit to Melve might jog your memory, Master. It seems the village yet reels from the dragon's assault. Pray,
Now,
allow me to show you the way.
looks like there's some stuff here to be
now,
gained.
Isn't this lucky? Someone who knows the way.
The game really is beautiful. Like the camera angle is a little...
Come to think of it, different masters favour different pawns. One whom I served preferred to have beastrons for allies.
You've given me much to think about.
So you can see she was already attacking something, so I'm gonna imagine something was over there.
I've got a good feeling about this one.
I'm just trying to explore and see the world a little bit. I'm surprised there's no Saunils here. Lizardmen. Oh wait, still some more stuff to gather over
It
here.
may be the one to collect it.
Alright, that's as far as we go. Remember, you can't really go in the water.
We are none of us alike in vocation.
That is most fortuitous.
Let us utilize our individual strengths wherever possible.
So you notice, even though I eaten my apple, some more.
There, faster, targets. Shame I've no advantage against this foe.
Need some damn armor.
Huzzah! What a team we make, Arisen!
I forgot about that. Huzzah. So yeah, feel free to collect this kind of stuff so that way when your pawns is rented out, they'll have something to say. Be mindful, however, that you are going to have a weight limit for what you need to collect, and it's going to start to affect your character at some point. So you can see I'm over there in the light range, so my character has like freedom of all the movements and stuff like that. But at some point, you're going to get weighed down, and what that's going to affect is your Ooh, thank you. Somebody saved me.
That's the spirit.
Damn it.
I like that.
Avoid flame at any cost. You'll be
Thank God
doused
for the
in oil.
healing. Like I'm not so you see now I've changed to average. So what's gonna start happening is as I'm I'm gonna be affected more by the encumbrance of that weight. I can hear something. I'm like, what the hell is that? I'll just move on.
So, the path splits here.
And we will
Let us
go
examine
left.
each path carefully before we decide.
What the hell are you doing up there, Hazel? I thought maybe he had knowledge or something that.
Tis no more or less than what one might have expected.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
Why can't we?
Do watch where you're going. You'll hurt yourself one of these days.
I don't know why, but this game is.
Don't mind me.
Oh,
These things
free shot.
happen.
Oh, damn, bro. Why you do that to the pig, homie? We didn't even need him. That was cruel, my friend. Not waste the meat. Another pig up here. Like I get very, very Witcher vibes from the world, and it makes me want to like go back to The Witcher 3. Man, grabbing fish barehanded.
At last! The moment I've been waiting for. Allow me to gather these up.
Oh, wow.
Pray, follow me. So, this is Melve. The scars left by the dragon's assault are plain to see. Mayhap a walk through the streets would help jog your memory. When the Arisen appears, so too does the dragon. 'Tis an immutable truth of this world.
'Tis as you say.
Have you a different destination in mind, Master? Very well.
Well met.
So, Fulminous Shield. You can see everything here is outside of my capability to buy. But don't forget, you're also buying gear. So like you can sell off some of like your gear, your items that you've picked up in the wilderness. And like some of these are good things to sell, especially if you notice like, hey, I've got ripened Hearthbud and it doesn't need to be used. Sell that thing so that way it doesn't go bad and then you start losing value inside of it. But be careful what you do sell.
Why not buy your wares here today? Go on, have a gander. Hope to see you again.
It takes two to make a sale, and this seller had nothing to tempt us.
Aye, I reckon you'd be good at this.
That is most unfortunate. But it doth not release thee from thy fate.
Stupid enough to rush a dragon head on.
Watch out!
Damn, crispy.
Can you hear me, sir? Sir, stay with me. Thank goodness. How are you feeling? This is the second time I've watched over you like this, isn't it? You do not remember? Then have you forgotten that you protected me? You withstood the fire in my stead and were well and truly. I had thought your life forfeit. I could not hear the beating of your heart. Arisen? I'm afraid I don't understand your meaning. Does it have aught to do with why you were taken to the castle? They said 'twas so that your wounds could be treated, though I fear you...
I am of the Border Watch. Someone with Arisen
Titan-like abilities came to this village horn in tow. Know you aught of this?
Has he come for you? We are to part so soon, then. Mayhap you will visit me again someday. Till then, take care. Arisen.
Ah, excellent. You must be the one. You match my soldier's description. I'm glad I found you. The ruler of Vermont, currently convalescing in the capital, became arisen here in this very village. If you claim the same, then word must be borne to the capital. I dispatched a missive before coming here, though I doubt the matter can be settled without your presence. Would you be willing to accompany me to the capital? If you truly are arisen, you will be received with open arms. Oh, but forgive me. I scattered my soldiers in a bid to find you. I would not depart without them. We shall have to wait till they are reassembled. Come to think of it, Sir Leonard was asking after you as well. Mayhap now would be a good time to speak with him. Last I saw, he was having a drink at the inn.
What say we gather some information?
Oh, have you some business with the apothecary, sir? Dreadful sorry if I was in your way. Oh, no, I'm not lost or naught, sir. You needn't worry yourself on my account. I'm an apothecary in training, you see. My family runs a little shop in Vernworth. So when I heard tell of a medicine only to be found in this village, I thought I'd come and fetch some for us. Made the journey all by myself as well. But, well, as luck would have it, I've not enough gold for the medicine. 'Twill be a shame to return empty-handed after coming all this way. What? You'd do that? You'd get the medicine. Suppose there's no harm in that. If you're really... Seems my luck's not as rotten as I thought. I'll wait right here for your return.
We could make the fruit... warrant ourselves, or simply purchase some at Rune's apothecary here in Melve.
Of course! The answer was staring me right...
Ah, well met. Here for some fruit, Norbert, are we? Do come again.
What say we see this delivered?
Hello again, sir. Say, have you brought some fruit Norbert for me? Oh, so this is what it looks like. Brilliant. I haven't much to offer in return, but I'll be sure to tell Grandfather.
Such moments make me proud to serve the Arisen.
Well met. You're the one who saved Ulrika's life, aren't you? She told me all about it. It was a very brave thing you did. I'm in your debt. Ulrika's as good as my daughter. Here, consider this. Now, tell me, are you registered with a... Perhaps you already know this, but registering with a guild will grant you access to specialized training, which comes in very useful when pursuing a vocation. Well now, that won't do. You need only speak with the innkeeper to register. Go on, it will only take a moment. If there is aught you wish to know of vocations, mayhap I can advise you. Should you dedicate yourself to a vocation, you will find that try them as you like. 'Tis a vocation for those who seek to master the dagger. Such blades lack heft, though thieves favor light armor. which leaves them more vulnerable to... Their talents depend upon their finesse and ability to compensate for the length of their blade through sheer agility. Very well. There is no wrong choice, but I shan't take up any more of your time.
Here at the inn, we also offer changes of vocab. I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something?
So we've got some skills to learn. I definitely think the helm splitter is definitely one we need to learn. I don't know that I need Shadow Cloak quite yet. You will need augments like this simply to like round out your character, and this is how different thieves will happen to be in here. Yeah, the augments aren't bad. Yeah, we're gonna purchase that one right now.
Always a pleasure.
There's a ladder here.
Perhaps...
If there is aught you wish to know of vacations, mayhap I can advise you. 'Tis a vacation for those, however, the more thus, a mage is unlikely to... Naturally, 'tis a vacation. At close range, however, a bow is near... 'Tis a vacation for those... I am a fighter myself, and should there come a time when... Very well, there is no wrong, but I shan't take up any more of your...
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
I say we collect as much as we can carry.
So this is where you've been. Come with me to the village entrance. The Watchhead's wait.
We may benefit from pursuing the information.
What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for him. That place puts my hairs on him. Yet if it were to befall him, I couldn't live with myself. I could have sworn I ought to attend.
This night I love more than a saucy rumour.
Always sets me to thinking, this place. We've naught to discuss.
Hail, if you've a moment to spare, I'd like... As you can see, we're rebuilding. A task that can always benefit from... What say you? Would you be willing to help? Excellent. You're a good sort. I'll not soon... Here's what I need from you. A bask of saurians has made their nest outside the village. Though they're yet to cause any harm, their proximity makes the villagers uneasy. I'd like to enlist your aid in driving them. I've prepared some explosive casks and left them by the village entrance. Use them to send the saurians scattering.
Saurians are monsters of fearsome strength, 'tis true. But I've yet to meet a foe that explosive casks can't scatter.
I knew it to be so.
Ah, you've returned. Good. First and foremost, will you accompany my thanks? Are you ready to depart, or do you need some time to prepare? Very well. Speak with me once you've finished your preparations.
goddamn fucking pawn.
Our master has given us an order. Surely you do not intend to disobey.
Tis about time we pressed on, wouldn't you say, Master?
Because I'm gonna have to cross the bridge to go there. Goddamn freaking pawn. Well, that's janky as hell. It completed the quest while just having the goddamn pawn run into me.
Well, that appears to have sent some of the beasts reeling, at least. To finish the job, I'd have you drop a jar of poison into their nest. With any luck, the Saurians will realize that they chose a perilous spot and steer clear of the village boundary in future. But pray, take care not to drop it in the river. The villagers use that water on a daily basis. You must make sure your aim is true. Are we clear? Good. You'll find the jars of poison just outside the village. Toss one into the Saurian's nest, and your task is done.
A single jar of poison ought to send those Saurians packing. Only, do be mindful not to spill any on yourself, Master.
Make haste, then. We must leave anon. Very well. Speak with me one...
It's so weird.
Expertly thrown, Master. I'd wager those Saurians will think twice about nesting here again.
Such moments make me proud to serve the Arisen.
Time to get back to work. Who's here with no one about? To do. He really ought to have returned by now. Is that you, Norbert? Oh, fie. Wait, listen. The brave fool said he was going to look for herbs and went off. I'd go and search for him myself, only I'm not afraid of monsters. What's with heart? So I thought, mayhap you'd go in, please, sir. I worry. Many thanks. Go into the forest and turn when you reach the tree with the bird's nest, keeping the cliff to your right. Ah, this won't work, will it? I could see the route in my mind's eye. But my feet know it better. My brother and I are the only ones who use that path. I suppose there's only one. I'll have to show you the way. Just be alert. I'll need you to watch over me. Keep me right. In we go, then.
Let us make haste, that no life may be lost on our account.
Wish I didn't have to work to earn my bread. Come along. Norbert ought to have gone down this path. Seems naught ever goes right.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
We could pick some now and use them when the need arises.
I'm getting the feeling I shouldn't have accepted this quest.
This is a good spot. Let's stop here a moment. I've camped here with my brother many a time. No doubt.
That's quite the drop.
Just keep moving, won't you?
No room for carelessness. Look, Master! Goblin!
Are we all in the same boat?
A flesh wound. I can handle that. Hold just a moment.
I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive every battle by way of sound strategy and defensive tactics.
So this brings up the good point about specifically the issue about the microtransactions in the game, because here you can see that she has a quest and she's a pawn. She belongs to some user. She's level 8, and basically for utilizing her for a day and a night, you will essentially get a Wakestone shard just for that. So it's not a matter of like these things aren't in the game. They are. It's just a matter of you got to look for them. So what you can do here is you can see that you can hire her for 68 rift crystals. You can look at the details to see what her stats are, what her vocation is. You can see that she's been playing across a couple of things inside of here. You can see here how like the system's going to work. Basically, badges, basically you want these things because the more knowledge that the pawn has on the specific type of enemies, then it's going to be good for you overall. So like you send that pawn out and it's killed a number of those type of enemies, is going to gain badges for that. It's going to have ranks inside their fighters, their whatever their vocations are, and they're going to be more useful. You can see with the skills that the user basically has equipped to them, and that makes them more valuable in terms of that. And like I said, it's going to be like 68, and you can see the details for whom their arisen is. So Fern, who I guess was their arisen, that's the person that basically built them. So she was accompanying a thief in the long run, it looks like. So let's hire her, and we'll select a pawn to swap out. So we'll dismiss Corbin because he's a fighter. So we'll dismiss him. You notice that he's only level 2. So his 3, excuse me. So his usefulness for me has basically run its course. And I can give Corbin a gift basically for, tagging along. I don't really know that, I don't want to give him that. Don't give him that. That'd be fucked up. But you can see what I'm saying by this is like, you want to be careful about what you give away inside here as well. So choose a rating. He's
the time
here.
Of our parting has come. Thank you for everything, Arisen.
Shall we discuss tactics now or later?
Now, I don't remember this being in there, or that the reward basically was there for you.
Is there aught this pawn might do for you? I have an approximate idea of where Sir Norbert...
Awesome. See, so this player, whoever's
You'll like to grow overburdened if you keep picking up every little trinket you find.
I'm not sure why that pulled up, but
Can anyone hear me? Please! I need help!
Norbert, are you hurt?
Hurting yet?
damn. I didn't think he was going to have that much hang time in the sky. So that doesn't look like a skill that'd be useful for...
One might confidently...
I'd thought I was done for.
You were, Norbert.
It was a near thing.
I think I'll be all right. But if you hadn't come for me, Thanks, Ian.
Save your thanks, Norbert. I'm your brother.
From where I'm standing, all that matters is that you... Anyway, I'm eager to be rid of this place. The sooner the better. I've got to deliver these medicinal herbs to the people who need them.
You'll hear no complaints from me.
'Tis our duty to protect our charge from harm.
Jesus.
I thought you might like this, so I picked it up. Here you go.
I'm just glad to live another day.
So now be mindful that as you get heavier as well, you can redistribute your weight and give those items to like other players. So like if they happen to be light or whatever, then, you know, you can give those items away. So that way, you know, it's better off basically. So like, for instance, maybe I want to give away some of the heavier items, like some aged beef steaks, and I'm going to give those to her, right? You know, give some scrags of meat to her as well, so that way I can start trying to reduce some of my weight. Rotten scrag, I'm going to give over here to Garnet. Like, this is essentially what you can do, so that way you can try to mitigate like the weight. I'm like so encumbered at this point though that it really doesn't matter. The other thing that I want to point out to you is if you notice that I did hit a point in there where a lot of the meats and things like that I was collecting, those things have started to rot. Wait.
Now, this is a good find.
Perhaps fortune has deigned to aid us at last.
That's it.
Looks like there's a chest up here as well. Grab some.
The chest lies maddeningly close.
I can divine no way to reach it.
Really? Let's hope that she gained that knowledge now. Looks like that's a farm over there. We're gonna make these boys go back.
In another world, I learned that a forgotten rift stone lies nearby. Shall I escort you there, Master?
I appreciate that.
I've nothing to share at present. I'll serve with redoubled vigor.
No,
I'll
you just...
carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to... 'Tis our duty to protect our charge from harm.
So she notices that there's a rift stone here somewhere. I'm a little heavy and I need to sell some things, so I'll let her tell me where it is later. I'll remember where that campfire is. Looks like it might be up here. In fact, let's go back over here real quickly. Okay, can't go up that way.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
All right, we'll come back to this one, but we can see it up above. I don't see a way or a path to get up there right away.
I'll wager I could make that shot.
Be sure to aim true.
Decisions, decisions.
What are we tarrying for? Onward, I say.
ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
I say we collect as much as we can carry.
Restoration and reinforcement are the purview of a mage. You'll be safe in my care, Arisen.
Back at last. That was an ordeal.
Aye, I'm exhausted, but I can rest after I've delivered these.
Good on you. Just take care. You wonder why I don't follow him? So long as he's... When my brother told me he was going to fetch those herbs, I refused to join him. Said it was too dangerous. And I was right. My brother is always the one taking the initiative. Why, today's misadventure showed me that the path forward is the one with... We managed to save Norbert. Still, I can't help but wonder if I couldn't have spared him some of the pain and fear. So from now on, I'm going to trust in my own instincts.
With Sir Norbert safely returned, Melve shan't lack for medicinal herbs. 2 good deeds in one, you might say.
So the question I have is, where the hell is Leonard? Oh, he's right there, okay.
Make haste then. We must leave anon. Very well. Speak with me once you've...
You've done as I asked, I see. Many thanks for your efforts. And I must say, you've a fine arm. I couldn't have done better. Watching you got me thinking. Mayhap you've the sense to inherit the... or perhaps there's a little... In any event, thanks to the work you've done for us today, the rebuilding efforts ought to proceed.
It is done.
So you can see how quickly the game is gonna like throw things at you that, like, had we not happened upon him, Norbert, or we dilly-dallied in that quest, we probably would have, I think it's fair to say we probably would have ended up in a bad position in terms of, you know, maybe that quest wouldn't have been completable later on. So you can see why you're gonna probably...
life as a journey.
Probably want to go look around towns that you visit, spend some time to explore, you know, generally things like that. So that way you're kind of good to go. I'm going to stop the video here and we'll pick up in the next part once we, once we complete, what I want to do is I want to take a look around the village while I'm looking here. And then what I'd like to do is basically, yeah, I like to get going for the next area and we'll see where that leads us. So I would take this time to definitely explore this village though for items. You don't know what you might miss or what you might, let's see, here we go. A chest that had we just done that, we could have lost it. And it's a bow, so.
Wanted you to have it.
Let's not fall from here. All right, guys. Hope you're enjoying the videos. Until next time, peace.